Top of the morning, YouTube. If you're new here, my name's Alexander and this is Our Green Agenda. And right now, we're not outside, as you can see, we're in my studio room, my future studio. So I thought, why not kind of, as I'm doing Vlogmas, to announce this, because it's not going to be anytime soon. I just thought I'd just say it, but I'm going to start a new YouTube channel. So keep the Our Green Agenda, but have the kind of indoor one. I'm not going to say the name. What's the name? I haven't thought of a name, if I'm honest. But I'm going to do an indoor one where I like to play games. That's one of my favourite pastimes. I've been playing games since I was 6. I'm 36 now, people, so a long time. And get a nice big TV. I know people like that kind of little hub. I've got a name for the room, not going to say it yet, but you're going to have to kind of stay tuned for that. I like watching UFC. I like the thought of making music too. So let me just give you a little grand tour of this place so you can understand what's going to happen and envision this place, basically. So, my room. Ta-da! And I've got this space. I'm going to have the little loft space, which is fine. I don't get to have the fancy beams like up here, but I'm not too fussed with that. Plants will still climb. I'll still put them in place. So my room is 3 meters from me to that wall and 5 meters from there to here. Maybe give or take now that they've put skirting boards in. So take off a couple of centimeters, maybe 10 each side. So as you walk in, I'm going to have like a nice futon here, because this will be a spare room for people when they do come. We'll have a nice big sofa bed downstairs if you're going to stay for a night, but if you're going to stay for more than a couple of nights, then futon's going to go here, and it's got the perfect space for it to fit in here. So let me just talk about this front wall just here. So this front wall is going to have a nice 86-inch TV on it, and I like my screens, I like that cinema experience, so I thought, why not go big? And I've looked up, I know it seems like a small room to have, or the sun's just hitting my face right now, and I'm just take it in quickly. Let's look at the view so you can understand what I'm talking about. Oh, I love this, and I got some Velux. You can take it all in. Look at that. Look at Ava looking pretty. And we're just up there just now. Just now. That's like Scottish people's favourite saying. He's away just now. Right, let's go and close this up. There we go. And the joys of this, you can leave this open and let it get ventilated without like water peeing in, sorry. So yes, over here, let me turn you around so you can see me. 86-inch TV in this space here, piled up on, mounted on, couple of amps. And not many people know this, but I absolutely love speakers. Speakers make my blood ripple. They make me excited. I don't love them to the point where I want to sleep with speakers. I know some people are like that out there with their cars and stuff, objectophilia. I ain't like that. But I like my speakers. And I've got 22. I don't need 22, but I have them and I find it hard to give them away. I've been given speakers from when I was about 8 years old. I didn't see the power of them or know the power of them until one day I was like sitting in my room in my old house in Croydon. I was like, I've got a lot of speakers. And by this time I had about 8. I said, let me put them all together. So let me sit down and talk to you guys. Let's get cozy. And I put them all together and they kept overloading the amp. And I was like, oh, that's annoying. So I went to Richard Sounds and said, oh, you need more amps. So I got an RCA, got another amp. Oh, the sounds. I had 4 speakers in one amp and 4 speakers in the other amp. The bass, the boom, the surround sound. I didn't know nothing about surround sound. I'm a novice, to be honest with you. I've done my research recently, but I know what to get. So I've got 22 speakers. Let me just explain now. Let me turn you around quickly so you can understand what I'm talking about. Put it this way, I just thought about it. It's kind of a bit long to explain all the speakers, but put it this way, all the 22 speakers will fit in here. I'm gonna have like Dolby Atmos as well. So I'm not saying they're all going to be connected for films. They're going to be a certain section. I can't remember. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. Pardon me. But there's going to be about maybe 1, 2, I think about 12 for the surround sound with the subwoofers and the Atmos and stuff. And then the rest will be for different amps. So if I want to have like, you don't want to have all too much now. You have like some speakers just to listen to so you can appreciate the music. And if you want to have a whale of a time, you can get some more up and then just let it rip, because I got no neighbours here. You know, there's some songs you just want to play really loud, like it should be like, and it's just blood-rippingly good, and the room's going, and just going crazy. So I'm going to kind of get that atmospheric kind of feel and the surround sound and make it sound amazing. So, flip me around again. So on the TV, I'm going to have one of these, I forget the name of it, I put it on the screen if I remember, but it's going to be one of these kind of like, these lights things that kind of come out. It's almost like, looks like this camera. It's like a little gadget. See that? I forget the names already because it's pushed aside in my brain. It's like got too many other things to focus on. What it does, it can attract the light on the TV and it flashes, and it's got like a LEDs behind the back. So it makes the TV seem bigger because it's depicting the color it sees from the TV, and it's like within milliseconds, or like just shows the color behind it, so it makes your cinematic experience seem so much better. So that's one of the things I'm getting. And I will have like LEDs all around the sides and stuff to kind of boost this room. You might have seen some games rooms like online, like the best games room and stuff. And I'm gonna have some I keep saying autistic. My missus is autistic. Autistic treatment. She can't come in. Acoustic treatment in places, obviously, to kind of, well, it's gonna be a slow process. It's gonna be, I'm gonna take my time with it. It's not gonna be no rush thing. I'm not gonna move in and just gonna dedicate my time to this room. I will take my time. And this room's gonna be a lovely, sexy, warm gray. So it you're not gonna get any glare when you're watching screens and stuff. It's gonna be a nice, moody room, but it's bright enough, isn't it? It's bright enough in here. Look, I'm proper like illuminated and stuff, so I will have some plants in here too. So over this section, you found out about this is that whole scene. So imagine like TV, speakers, you name it, all on this side. So then over here, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too happy with this when it come in, because I'm thinking, what the hell is that? We're having underfloor heating, which is everywhere up here, it's all doing loop-de-loops and stuff all the way down. And we're gonna have another little gadget that comes off here, because every time I came back, I saw that, I was like, what's this? And I came back again, I came back and what's this? And then I came over here and I saw this, and I was like, what's this? So it's fine, I've kind of worked the thing is my room will always be warm because I've got this underfloor heating thing here, but it's fine because on the blueprints, on this, I'll show you this, it did come up with, where is it? Storage, where's my room? There. So you see that? That's this side. That's the sewer pipe, which I didn't see. And then there's more storage just there. So that's understandable why they'd want to put it there. But in my eyes, I feel like we should have put it in the bedroom. But hey, it's done now. So on this side, I'm gonna have a desk, come out to about here. And this is gonna be my gaming side. So I'm gonna set up a camera here so I can film myself. I feel like I can be quite entertaining when I'm playing games. I'm a bit kind of animated. So I have my TV for kind of editing on this side and another TV for games. So we're gonna have the same TV, it doesn't really matter, but I might just separate the two. So I kind of just different seats and just have a little chair here. So when I have PlayStation, I've already got an Xbox One. Most we're gonna upgrade to the new Xbox and get a PlayStation because I quite like the thought of playing Spider-Man and just film myself playing games and have fun with it. So that'll be that section. And then over here, don't want to blab too much about this, you know, those people aren't keen, but then have another table on here and I've got another little Mac, got a Mac Mini, and I like the thought of making music because Bob the Builder had a #1. And if Bob the Builder can get #1, then I've loved music since I was a kid, like just the thought of dicking around with music. I used to love singing. Not many people know this, but I sung on Blue Peter when I was, how old was I? I can't remember. I think it was about 7 or 8. I had my boy in big teeth. I was about 8 years old, I think I sung on Blue Peter. So my claim to fame. So yeah, just exciting times. I can dick around. Like if I don't make a #1, I don't. But it's a nice dream to have. Don't knock my dreams. If you've got dreams, try and go for them because it makes you, it's nice to have goals, people. Honestly, it keeps you going. So that's my little plan for this section, is just have a nice little TV here and just like work and just make some tunes, little setup stuff and exciting times. And of course, me being a gardener, I'm gonna have so many plants in here. I know they say don't put plants on speakers because they might fall off, but Velcro and again, they act like a sound absorbance too. So it's not the end of the world. And like I said, this thing it's not gonna be like some perfect, what's the word? Cryogenic chamber, whatever they call those things, you know, when it's all like soundproof and you can like hear like yourself breathe. It's just going to be a nice little thing because right now you can hear it's quite echoey, so I just want to take away some of the muffled sound, get that lovely studio effect and just have a nice space to have, because I recommend it. It's good to have your own space, put it that way, people. So that's my plan for this. I saw I kind of blabbed on more than I thought I would, but that's the plan for here. So, and that's the plan for the future. So new YouTube page coming, don't know when, but it's in the making, so I can play games. You can see me play games. You can see me talk about films and stuff, maybe even talk about UFC, and you can see me kind of faff around and make some music and just have all around fun in here in my little hub. And we could even talk about indoor plants. Let's get the greenness inside. So that could be another thing for me to talk about. So if you like that, stick around for this and I'll kind of stick around on this page. If you like anything green, that's what we call ourselves, Our Green Agenda. And then you're going to see me turn this place, maybe open up this again, see me turn this beautiful landscape into a manageable place that it's manageable now. There's not much going on. What I need to do is put up some like deer fencing. If you saw that last vlog, you saw a couple of deer just dicking about. Deer can swim, people, so I'm just going to put a straight line of fence down the back there, deer fence all around. It's going to be quite pricey, but it'd be well worth it because deer destroy everything. So that is the plan. So Peace and hugs from me, and remember, it's not just my agenda, it's yours too, and I hope to see you soon.